Welcome to Web Handling. My name is Dave Roysum. I am very excited to continue this series on the economics of web handling. In this clip, we will show what to do when your best is not good enough. We often get stuck on our plan assignments. Sure, sometimes it may be that you're not given enough time, or money, or cooperation. However, even with these resources, people will still get stuck. The central theme of economic optimization is that most of the parameters, or knobs as I call them, are both good and bad at the same time, and these good and bad effects cannot be separated. This leads us to conclusions that may seem odd when you first consider them. We saw in clip 56C and clip 56D that waste and rework are good, or at least have aspects of goodness. We saw in a much earlier series, Web201.49e through D, that taking a machine down was good if it were to repair an item that was increasing the levels of waste, delay, or customer complaint. However, by now you should be quite comfortable with the idea that waste, rework, and downtime, and customer complaints can be good. In short, we now know that to get to best, you must do economic analysis that fully considers the costs and benefits of all aspects of a single parameter we are studying. This economic optimal analysis avoids overly simplistic and, as a consequence, wrong ideologies that you often run across. These include some programs that are quite popular with management, such as Zero Defects, the customer is always right, Six Sigma, and so on. However, even if you have all of the needed resources, such as time and money, and even if you do economic optimization, such as we describe quite completely in these examples, you still may be stuck. Your best may simply be not good enough. So, why is that? Most probably because the boss or some other authority only allows you to play with certain knobs. Others are untouchable. Yet, those knobs you are given do not have the power to make the situation good enough. True, they will always reduce waste and delay and customer complaint if you do your homework. However, they may not eliminate these problems. Then what? The then what is that you must move one of the cost curves. While that sometimes means finding another simple knob, it may mean or may require something more substantial, such as a rework of the web or the web machine. We will take the tension study from the Web201.56e clip, so please review it if you haven't done so already. However, we could have taken any of the dozen examples I've taught or any of the uncountable examples that you may have because the analysis and the principles are the same. So, if you run out of pleasant knobs, as you may very well, then you may need to redesign the web or redesign the web machine in very specific ways in order to do any better. For example, we can, in our example on tension, move the web break cost curve down and to the left in many ways. We could, for example, purchase a stronger web. We could, for example, purchase a more uniform web with respect to strength and/or bagginess. Similarly, we can move the loss printer registration cost curve down and to the right in several ways. We could improve roller precisions, drive tension control precisions, or active registration control precisions. As we look at this list for this problem, or any problem, it will often contain elements of changing the web or the web machine. In fact, I have done a long series on that subject of DFM, or Design for Manufacturability. Improving your web machine in very specific ways also can help. So when you are stuck, you may have to broach uncomfortable subjects to remove constraints that are keeping your best from being good enough. Thank you so very much for watching this video on yet another example of finding the economic optimum for a process. In the next clip, we will summarize what we've been teaching in the last many clips. That is why engineering may not be able to answer what is best. We will illustrate this with an everyday example of an automobile engine.